And as it pertains to Israel and Palestine, I think often of the words of Noy Katzman, who lost their brother in the horrific war crime of October 7th. And Noy said, we must believe in all life, Israeli and Palestinian, Jewish and Arab, that it is equally precious. And that is the vision that I hope to fulfill.
Zohran Mamdani repeatedly facing questions on whether he will condemn the anti-Semitic chant globalize the Intifada, as his views on Israel are holding back some Democrats from endorsing him. Let's bring in the Stop Antisemitism founder, Liora Rez, for more. Liora, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Mamdani, over the last couple of days or so, says that he is no longer going to use that phrase. He is going to discourage its use. Do you think that that's enough?
So, of course, he's discouraging it. He just isn't able to garner the support of the majority of mainstream Democrats without doing so. Does he believe the Intifada should be globalized? We absolutely believe so. But again, him attempting to walk it back right now is 100% politically driven, and we're not buying it.
Do you think also that the fact that he hasn't even gone further to condemn the phrase also is an indication that a lot of his supporters would probably turn on him if he did so?
100%. He not only is pandering to his radical left dangerous base, he is part of that radical left dangerous base. So no, we don't expect him to condemn it. We fully, again, believe that he is in support of that and against violence against the Jewish nation and Jews globally.
He's had some meeting with Democrats. He was here in D.C. Earlier this week, met with a number of very liberal and also pretty center of the road Democrats. He met with Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries yesterday, but still doesn't have an endorsement from Jeffries, doesn't have an endorsement from Chuck Schumer, from Governor Kathy Hochul. What does that say about how the Democratic Party is trying to figure out how to deal with his candidacy?
So, of course, he met with radical left Congresswoman out of New York, AOC. Surprisingly, Hakeem Jeffries agreed to meet with him, which was extremely disappointing, as we feel that any moderate Democrat should be shunning Zohran Mamdani instead of giving him a seat at any table. We are, however, pleasantly pleased and cautiously optimistic that Hakeem Jeffries did not endorse him, that New York Governor Hochul still has not endorsed him and hopefully will not. And we feel that if they do proceed in endorsing Zohran Mamdani, that this will be catastrophic to the Democratic Party.
Do you think that, though, ultimately, you've got the Democratic nominee for mayor of New York City, you've got a number of New Yorkers who are in national leadership here in D.C., that ultimately they're going to feel the need that they're going to have to jump on board and sort of maybe agree and highlight the parts of his platform that they could agree with and then dismiss the rest?
So we feel that the hatred of Jews is a red line that no one is ever to cross, in that if the Hakeem Jeffries of the Democratic Party cross over that line again, the Democratic Party will implode and it will be catastrophic to the foundation of that political party.
So for all the Democrats that met, we have Congressman Ro Khanna, who had this to say about Zohran Mamdani.
I believe in a two-state solution, a secure Israel as a Jewish democratic state, and Palestinians ultimately having self-determination in a Palestinian state without Hamas. And the vast majority of Democrats believe in that. I'm glad that he's having conversations with the Jewish American community and condemning globalized Intifada.
Do you think that Mamdani has any path forward with the Jewish community, or is this just sort of a dead end given what he said and what he has refused to condemn?
We hope and believe that it's a complete dead end come November. Again, we hope he not only loses the New York City mayoral election, but we hope we never hear his name again. And we hope it sends, his loss, sends a message to any radical, socialist, anti-Semite that the United States does not want you in any position of power.
So he's already got the nomination for the Democratic mayoral candidacy. but you've got two essential independents, a Republican in this race. What needs to happen to make sure that those who are opposed to Mamdani's candidacy can actually succeed in stopping him from becoming mayor?
Fantastic question. As we get closer to November, the other candidates, Cuomo and the Republican candidate and Mayor Adams, they need to come together. They need to put their egos aside, and the top candidate should proceed, and the other two should gracefully bow out and put the greater good of New York City residents, again, ahead of their political aspirations and their egos.
All right. Liora Rez, the Stop Antisemitism founder, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.